Hello and welcome back to the series where I showcase cool dragon games. This is the third video in the series in which I'm talking about Cavern of Dreams, an N64 style 3D collectathon platformer game where you play as Finn, a small baby dragon trying to find your siblings. The game features a variety of locations and characters, with some background lore too. I'll discuss area and plot spoilers for much of the game, as the gameplay is the main focus. And there's a lot of background lore, secrets and other things that I won't talk about for you to discover if you decide to play the game yourself. When you start the game, you fall down into the Cavern of Dreams. You can then get used to movement to go down to the path to meet Sage, who's an NPC who'll act as Finn's guardian during the time spent there, and who gives you power-ups. You're tasked with collecting the first of your siblings being unhatched and sent eggs. Going to Sage after this results in Finn growing a tail to smack stuff with. Using this new tail, you can access the first area that's not the main hub, Lost Leaf Lake, which is an area with an autumn theme, but not after having your first brief encounter with Luna, the antagonist of the game. Here you can find 8 of your siblings, alongside 6 trading cards and 60 mushrooms. The Cavern of Dreams and the other areas also have trading cards, mushrooms and siblings to be saved, but with the amount varying per area. You can beat the game with as few as 4 siblings, but there are 40 in all to find and save. The final boss can only be fought once regularly, but the game has a very intentionally easily accessed debug menu. Simply by pressing the H key on the keyboard when in the encyclopedia will access this debug menu. Do note though that it spoils all of the areas and the abilities that you will unlock during the game, some of which are quite cool to see what they are and fun to use, so it's best used once you've got all the eggs and all of the cards in the game. Each area has fun NPCs for Finn to help, and background lore that you can piece together, some in the environments and some via the cards that you collect, as well as secrets to explore. The areas are varied and each have a distinct feel to them. There's the hub area, the autumn-themed Lost Leaf Lake, the airship-themed Airborne Armada, the ice-themed Prismic Palace, and the creepy-themed Gallery of Nightmares, which even has some scary mini-levels within, including the one I find the scariest, which I should just call the Blue Room, and you'll see what I mean when you get there. There's also some shortcuts between the levels and preview areas where you can see a future area from. One preview area is found just before Lost Leaf Lake, and actually lets you view the final area, the Gallery of Nightmares, early. You can even sequence break to get into the Gallery of Nightmares if you know how. But the final boss is locked behind a heart door, which requires 4 specific siblings to be saved and fed mushrooms after being hatched. The current 80% world record for the game, which I'll put in the description, is just over 13 minutes long as of recording this, with no way to skip the door, but with a lot of other cool and interesting skips, collecting 7 siblings. There's also all eggs, all cards, and 100% speedrun categories for the game, each with their own cool tech. I tried out the odd 6-egg any percent route myself, and I did it, albeit quite slowly, as I was seeing how it'd go rather than trying to do an actual speedrun of the game. Cavern of Dreams is a game with a lot of fun platforming and movement, fun NPCs, and interesting and varied environments, which tell a story both directly and indirectly. If you like the N64 3D collectathon platformer style of game, or even just like cool dragons, I'd definitely recommend giving it a go. What I've shown in this video is just a small portion of what the game has to offer. Thanks for watching the video, and stay notified for more Dragon Game showcases. There'll likely be a long gap between the next video and the series, as these first 3 videos covered the games that I wanted to show the most. But as always, as long as there are more cool Dragon games that deserve more recognition, there'll always be more videos waiting to be made. Goodbye!